I remember saying earlier when that was going on that if you have a way to put it under a carport or in your garage, do so, because imagine a big piece of ice falling from a couple miles up, or at least tens of thousands of miles, or feet up rather, I should say. That's going to cause some issues, and it's definitely going to speed up and cause what you just saw. Here's a look at First Alert Live radar, and now we're probably going to see ponding on the roads and some bigger issues with regard to that. Flooding is going to be the bigger concern. So although we saw the rain come down in buckets along with the hail, I think the hail is going to stay smaller than that, but still be around this line. This is the cold front that's moving through. Farther down to the south, way ahead of it, there's another batch that's trying to develop near Iola, just to the west of them. And we're still going to be in several more rounds of this rain that'll continue. The front moves through. It's already given us cooler air, so I don't look for much in the way of real robust thunderstorms, but I still look for the training to happen, which is the same thunderstorms rolling across from Kansas to Missouri over the same countryside and causing some issues. That's why flooding is going to be the biggest concern. As we're kind of closing the day on this alert day, we still have to worry about a few severe thunderstorms, but now it's going to be flash flooding as the biggest risk, and then heading into tomorrow, rain before noon pretty much, and then it'll slow down the morning commute. Here's a look at the exclusive First Alert 9-day forecast, 45 to 52 degrees. So tomorrow will be a calmer day, but still an impact day for you. We're going to fall all the way down to 45 in the morning, about what we should have in the morning hours. During the afternoons, what you'd expect. But remember, today we're very close to the 80s, very close to breaking records in some portions of the Midwest. And since we're slicing almost 30 degrees off that, that's why we're going to definitely have a chance of rain and some gusty winds as well. Northwest at 15 with a gust to 30 miles per hour. First half of the day is where we're going to see the impacts. Sunshine breaks out, but it really doesn't help warming us up. 32 to 60 degrees on Thursday, and then another warming trend even for the Currents game before another cooling trend, another chance of rain coming in on Sunday, and then it warms up once again. So this was the threat of severe, according to the Storm Prediction Center. It was once again farther to the east and southeast, considering also the flash flooding concern. That's about lining up with what we saw from Chillicothe back toward Lawrence. We're still passing over the same area over and over again. That's what's going to cause the problems. And eventually, with the front moving farther down to the Ozarks region, things should start to improve a little bit. Here's a look at First Alert Future Scan. Check it out. This is about what's happening right now. So this model, I think we can take this one to the bank. We're still going to see several rounds redeveloping slowly but surely, still moving over the same chunk. We've already picked up anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. Every once in a while you see a bigger area. That's what's currently south and west of Emporia. Estimated time of arrival sometime between 1 and 2 in the morning for us. It'll go up 65 highway, causing some heavier downpours. Still some rain and another wave moving through. This is between 4 and 6 in the morning, and then heading between 8 and 9. Not quite as heavy, not quite as widespread, but still a chance of some rain that will be clearing the skies, but not necessarily clearing from the rain. Okay, so that's why we have flooding concerns. A little bit of sunshine pops out in the afternoon, but not before dropping quite a bit of additional heavy rainfall. Pretty much 1 inch, almost 2 inches of rain out toward Odessa. Lighter amounts where even Maryville, Hiawatha, St. Joey didn't get as much. This is more your storm total. Farther down to the south, still a possibility of anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall, causing flooding concerns during the overnight hours.